Breeding betta fish, Siamese fighting fish, requires careful preparation and conditioning of the mature, healthy pair. A separate, shallow breeding tank, around 10 to 20 gallons, must be set up with a heater to maintain a high temperature of 78°F to 82°F, a gentle filter, and a floating object for the male's bubble nest. Before introduction, both the male and female should be fed a protein-rich diet. For 1 to 2 weeks, the male is introduced first to establish his territory and build the bubble nest. The female is then placed in a clear container within the tank so they can see each other, which stimulates courtship without allowing physical aggression. Once the male has built a robust bubble nest and the female shows vertical breeding bars, stripes, indicating she is receptive, the female is released. The male will chase and nip the female, driving her toward the nest. If receptive, she will submit, and the pair will engage in a nuptial embrace, during which the female releases eggs that the male fertilizes. As the eggs sink, the male, and sometimes the female, collects them in his mouth and spits them into the bubble nest for safekeeping. This process may be repeated many times over several hours. Immediately after the spawning is complete, the female must be removed to prevent the aggressive male from attacking her, or her from eating the eggs. The male then diligently guards and tends to the eggs in the nest until they hatch in 24 to 36 hours. Once the tiny fry are completely free, swimming horizontally, and no longer reliant on the nest, usually 2 to 3 days later, the male must also be removed. The fry are then raised on specialized small foods like ifuzodie and newly hatched baby brine shrimp, requiring frequent small water changes to maintain water quality. As the young male bettas mature, 4 to 6 months, they must be separated into individual containers due to their inherent aggression. The critical phase of bottling, jarring, and caring for bettas begins when the fry are free, swimming and have absorbed their yolk sacs, around 2 to 3 days after hatching. At this point, the breeding male must be removed, as he may start eating the fry. The young fish have extremely tiny mouths and require an immediate, constant supply of micro-sized live food, such as infusoria, microworms, or vinegar eels, for their first few weeks. Feeding should be done multiple times a day in very small amounts to ensure they always have access to food without polluting the water. Maintaining pristine water quality with frequent, partial water changes is paramount, as the fry are highly susceptible to disease and toxins. As the betta fry grow, their diet must be upgraded to slightly larger live foods, like newly hatched baby brine shrimp and later daphnia or finely crushed dry fry food. Aggression begins to manifest in male fry when they reach about 8 to 12 weeks old, or a size of approximately 1 inch. This is the moment to start the bottling process. Individual males showing signs of longer fins, developing color, flaring, or actively bullying their siblings should be separated first. The goal is to remove the most aggressive males before they cause irreparable fin damage to potential show-quality fish. Jarring involves placing each aggressive male into its own clean container, ideally at least a half gallon in volume, though smaller is common in mass breeding. These individual containers must be kept warm, around 78°F to 80°F, often by placing them on a heated rack or in a shallow water bath with a heater. Essential care includes a daily partial water change of 50 to 100% with conditioned same temperature water to remove waste and growth, inhibiting hormones. The separated bettas are fed twice daily with a high-quality diet to promote rapid growth, color, and full fin development, preparing them for sale or show. Thank you for watching my video, and do you like this video? Subscribe my channel.